but we're on the final battle. We're on the final battle. So what I've done is I've created two miniatures, which is our chaplain on bike. We have our chaplain on bike, and I've got, to preserve my pack of cards, we've got the Winged Tyrannid Prime. So we've got the latest rules for the Winged Tyrannid Prime, because there seems to be a weird misprint in the actual Leviathan rules. I've not got the data cards out, but in the actual booklet here, the Tyrannid Prime has got 5 wounds. But on here, it's got 6 wounds. So we're going to use like the latest rules rather than the printed rules, because they'll be a bit out of date. It must have been a misprint. So it's the 10th today. It's just past midnight on the 10th on my watch, as you can see here. Whoa. It's the 10th. And at 10 a.m. is the final time to report the Battle of Oghram. So we have to like complete the battle tonight. I've got to do 10th edition. I know how to play 8th edition and a little bit of 9th, but I'm not sure how to play 10th. So I have my Leviathan book here, rule book, and I will be going through it. So obviously, you know, our phases is the command phase, movement phase, shooting phase, charge, fight phase. We've got rid of the psychic phase, so you know, we'll be okay. I hope. We've got the current battleground is this is a Charadon playmat, but these, instead of this being toxic waste, we're going to pretend that this is the bio soup. This is the bio soup from the Tyrannids. So far online, the Tyrannids are winning the battle. So our chaplain, who isn't in the Leviathan box set, but he's worth 80 points, and the Tyrannid Prime Winged is worth 80 points. So this makes it like absolute point for point versus, which makes it perfect. Whereas the other Space Marines in the Leviathan box set were not, you know, were not like exactly perfect. Yay, Jew, you came to join us. That's awesome. You're going to see the final battle. So let the final battle commence. So the setting is everyone's dead. The Tyrannids are taking over. This is the battleground. These are the bio soups here. So we won't be allowed to enter the bio soup pits. No one can go in the bio soup. That's like, you can't go into that terrain, but it's okay because these two guys are going to be going straight towards each other anyway. So it doesn't matter. The reason why I'm not using the rest of the box set is because I was lazy and didn't realise the deadline for this card, because it has an activation code on the back and I have to use it by 10 a.m. So I've got like less than 10 hours. Like basically 9 hours really, if you think about it, because you have to like report it. So obviously this battle is not going to go for that long. So I had to build a miniature out of Leviathan. I found a miniature that was better matched in points, and we are going to head it off. It's the chaplain's last stand, the last hope of the Space Marines. So I've got some dice here. We're going to roll. We're going to roll off. Space Marines 1 to 3. Tyrannids go first, 4 to 6. 4 to 6. Oh no! Tyrannids go first. Oh no, man. Now, has our Tyrannid got... He's just got melees. So, while this model is a union unit, a unit has sustained hits 1 ability. If this model is destroyed by a melee attack, it is not fought in this phase. Roll 1d6 on a 4+. Do not remove it from play. The destroyed model can fight after the attacking model's unit has finished making its attack, and then remove from play. Alright, so it's like a last final blow. Right, War Gear non. Unit composition. It's worth 80 points. So's our Chaplain on bike. So, okay. Because he's going first, we're going to go... Right, we've got command. Before doing anything, both players gain 1 command point. So what can we do with a command point? Battle Shock. In this step, we must take Battle Shock test. Well, we haven't got Battle Shock. It's below half strength. Right, Battle Shock isn't going to affect our units because they're not going to be below half strength. Each of your units on the battlefield that is below half strength. No. So we're not bothered about that. We've got our wound markers on each one. Movement phase, move units. So that's fine. Make an advance roll for that unit by rolling. Right, this one's going to advance because he needs to like get as close as humanly possible to it. Yeah, and he's got 6 wounds, this guy. There's a misprint in the book, but this guy's got 6 wounds. The chaplain has 5. So it's very neck and neck. When a unit advances, make an advance roll for that unit by rolling a d6. Add the result in inches to the move characteristic of each model in that unit to the end of the phase. Each model in that unit can then make an advance move by moving the distance in inches less than or equal to this total, but no more can be moved within engagement range of enemy models. Right, well that's fine. We're not in engagement range. Cannot move within engagement range. Units that advance cannot shoot or charge this turn. Cannot shoot or charge. Ah, you see, we could let off a charge. We could let off a charge, couldn't we? So, are we going to risk advancing for 1d6 when we could charge? Where's melee? Yeah. Right. So like, can we, like, we do charge? Oh, the charge phase. Oh, it's its own phase. Charge, you roll 2d6. Targets of a charge must be within 12 inch. So, like, how far away is this guy? Right. How far away is this guy so far? So at the moment, he's 20 inches. But if this guy moves, he can move 12. Because he won't be able to charge. So he can move 12. Which is about there. So then, oh, that's going to put him really close. Whereas if I move a d6, like, he's going to get right up to him. But he's not going to be able to charge. So you know what? I'm going to take the risk of moving him. Yeah. They could do shit. No. Right, so what we're going to do is He can charge with 2d6, but if he advances, this unit cannot. If a unit advances, they cannot shoot. Well, he can't shoot anyway, or charge, but he needs to charge. So, what we're going to do is he could get off a charge, so we're going to move him 12 inches because he can move 12 inches. Let me double check his data sheet. Right, movement 12 inch. So he's going to move 12 inches, right, towards our Space Marine, and we're going to have to move it like that. Like, none of this stuff where you measure from the front and you move him to the back. Oh, damn. Look how close, look how far he's moved. Damn, he's moved far. Right. He has moved friggin' far. We've got to, like, move the camera to here. To, like, because we've moved across the battlefield already so far. Right. Okay. It's getting exciting now, guys. So, he's moved, but he's not advanced. Right. Don't worry about it. He's not gone in the biosuit, because we've said no biosuit. Shooting. Right. This guy has absolutely no shooting ability. He's only got melee. So that's fine. So we can skip a lot of that. Shooting, making attacks. I'm just flicking through the book now, as you can see. Shooting, making attacks. No. No. Inflict damage. Not yet. Right. We'll worry about abilities of guns in a second. Charge phase. So we skip straight to the charge phase. In your charge phase, if you have any eligible limit units to charge into close count, you can select those units one at a time to declare a charge. Once all these thingy, a unit is eligible to charge if it's within 12 inches of one or more enemy units at the start of your charge phase, unless the following apply. The unit advanced, he didn't. Unit is in engagement range, he's not. The unit is an aircraft unit. No. So he's not. Is he in with 12 inches? I think he definitely is in 12 inches. Right. Charging with a unit. Once you have selected an eligible unit to declare a charge, you must select one or more units within 12 inches. Yeah, I've read that. 12 inches of target charge. The targets of a charge do not need to be visible to the charging unit. That's interesting. They don't have to be visible. You then make a charge roll for the charging unit by rolling 2d6. Okay. So we've rolled 2d6. Well, I don't know what that means yet. The result is the maximum number of inches each model in that unit can be moved. The result is the maximum number of inches, right? If a charge move is possible, the charge roll must be sufficient to enable the charge unit to end that move within engagement range of every unit you selected, without moving within engagement range of an enemy unit who were not a target of a charge. In unit coherency, well, that's fine. What is engagement range? Like, does it tell us at the start of the book what engagement range is? Engagement range, oh, it's here. Like, it's here. Talks about it. About model visibility and everything. Engagement range is within 1 inch horizontally and 5 inch vertically. Right, okay, so it's 1 inch. Engagement range is 1 inch, because I'm sure it used to be 2 inch. Right. Within engagement range of every unit. Right, so it has to be within 1 inch. Right, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 inches. Oh, look at that. Oh my god. So yeah, that's an inch. And so we've just done it. His charge has just pulled off. He's just pulled off his charge. So it's worked. Oh my god, he's charged him. That's so scary because I pit these guys like at complete opposite corners. That should do it. Playing Warhammer 40k. I know there's so much. What game are you playing? We are playing TD6. Right, yeah. So, what happens now? If any of these conditions cannot be met, it doesn't work. Otherwise, the charge is successful, and the models in the charging unit make a charge move. Move each model a distance in inches up to the result of the charge roll. When doing so, each model and the charging unit must end its charge move closer to one of the units selected in its charge. If you can also move a charging unit in charge. If you can also move a charging model so it ends its charge move in base-to-base contact with one or more enemy models while still being able to charging unit to end its move satisfying all conditions above, you must do so. Controlling player chooses the order and actually move them models. Right, so we got 8 inches, which is basically base-to-base contact. So these guys are now in base-to-base contact. Now, for the sake of this board, well, I guess we'll have to just do it. We'll have to just do it. He's on the edge of the battlefield, isn't he? I was going to say for the sake of the battle, we'll move them closer together, but we can do that. So that's our dudes. They are in base-to-base contact. Right. Charging over terrain, charging flying models, does not matter. Right, we're back. We are into the fight phase. Carnage engulfs the battlefield. Oh no, Space Marine, like, he can't get off his guns, like his bolters and stuff. He could have, like, if he went first, he could have fired his bolters into this guy and stayed, like, away from him. But this guy being melee only, you know, it would have put him at a disadvantage. But now it's getting scary. Tyranids are, like, gonna spank this guy's ass. I'm not joking. Carnage engulfs the battlefield as the warring enemy armies meet head-on. Fangs and claws crunch through bone, blades ring like hammers on anvils. Blood spurts and flesh tears as hate-filled foes tear one another apart. This is getting very violent suddenly. I need a hairband, but it doesn't matter. In both steps, the unit is eligible to fight. In either both of the following apply. It's within engagement range of one or more enemy units. Yes, it is. It's made a charge move on this unit. It's within engagement, so it's made a charge move. But no unit can fight more than once in the fight phase. In each step, if all of the players' eligible units that can fight during this step are fought, the opposing player can then fight with all of the remaining eligible units fight during that step at a time. Once neither player has any eligible units to fight with during the step, move on to the next step. Once all eligible for every step, the fight phase ends. Player ends the turn unless the battle ends, the next turn begins. It's finished, consolidate. Note that after an enemy unit has fought and finished its consolidated move, it might be previous ineligible units are now eligible. These units can be selected during the remaining combat step. Wow. So there's like lots of steps to this basically. Fight first. In this step, eligible units with the fight first ability, page 33 to 36. Remember that this will include units that made a charge move this turn that have charge bonus. Alright. What is a charge bonus? page 28, 29. This thing can fly, can't it? It's got the fly keyword. Fly models can move over. Fly models can start under charge move. Oh, it's not an aircraft. That unit is an aircraft unit. Right, no, it's not aircraft, it's fly. That's fine. If you measure the path through the air, it can be moved. That's fine. We've not got any issues with fly, you know, not got any stuff in the way. So can it fight first? Some warriors attack. Right, in this eligible step, charge bonus. No, not worried about that. Fight first. Some warriors attack with blinding speed, leading their blows before their foes can react. Units with this ability that are eligible to fight do so in the fight first step, provided every model in the unit has this ability. The fight phase is split into 2 steps. Units have the ability to fight first, to do so followed by any remaining eligible units. Right, has this guy got fight first? Keywords. Mounted character grenades. Imperium. No. Keywords. Fly, Great Devourer, Snipe, Winged Tyrant Prime. No. Tyranid Prime even. No. It's fine. It's fine. Right. There's no fight first. Units that can go fight first, that can fight first each, so. In this step, remaining eligible units fight. This includes any units with a fight first ability that are not eligible to fight first. So we haven't got fight first. That's like resolved that issue. You know. The chaplain can use the command point to fire his guns at a 6+ to hit when charged. Can he? It isn't on this card. He's got Oath of Moment. Is that what Oath of Moment is? Let me check my my dude. Abilities. Each time a model is on it. See, it's not his phase yet, so it's not his. He hasn't got that ability on here. According to this, he hasn't got that ability. The Overwatch stratagem. Is that on the card? Do I have to get his other battle card? Stratagems. Fire Overwatch. Right, so they've all got one. They've both got one command point. A hail or Wi-Fi can drive back your opponent's movement or charge phase just after the enemy unit is set up. When an enemy unit enters in fallback charge, one unit from your army that's within 24 inches of that enemy unit that will be eligible to shoot if it were the shooting phase. Your unit can shoot the enemy as if it were your shooting phase. An unmodified hit roll of 6 is required to score a hit. Once per turn. Right, so these are the core stratagems, are they? Command points can be spent during the battle to use. All players can use the core stratagems presented here. Alright. Okay, thanks for that. Right, okay. Your opponent's movement or charge phase just after an enemy unit is set up, or when an enemy unit starts or ends a normal, advanced, fallback, or charge move. Right. When an enemy unit starts or ends. Right, so he's just ended his charge move, so we can do it. One unit that's within 24 inches of that enemy unit will be eligible to shoot if you were shooting phase. Well, he would have been eligible to shoot, wouldn't he? Because he wasn't in engagement range. He can shoot. Right, okay. So where's the chaplain? Right. How many attacks does he get? Can he use his bolt pistol and the twin bolt rifle? Does he get to use both weapons? Yeah, like, there's 2 ranged weapons here. So does he get to use the twin linked? Was that 18 inches? Where's my like, weapon abilities. What's pistol? Pistols. Pistol. And twin linked. What's twin linked mean? Dual weapons are often grafted to the same target. Weapons with twin linked in the profile known as twin linked. Each time an attack is made with such weapon, you can re-roll that attack's wound roll if it's right. Here we go with pistols. It can either shoot with its pistols or with all of its other ranged weapons. If it's got pistols, unless it's monster or vehicle model, it can either shoot with its pistols or with all of its other ranged weapons. So he can't use pistol. Right, that's okay. He can't use pistol. Right, he has to use twin bolt rifle. Right, that's fine. That's fine. So just so we know what's like the hell is going on. Fight. Right. Okay, so we're going to use the fire Overwatch stratagem. Can shoot as if it's his shooting phase. An unmodified hit roll of 6 is required to score a hit. Right, so he's got 2 attacks. 2 things. Let's go. Oh, 1 hit. 1 was a 6. Right, okay. Okay. 1 was a 6. Right. So, we need to go back a minute. Back to our twin bolt rifle. 1 was a 6. So we can actually do that. He's fired Overwatch. And he's actually scored a hit. So that's good. Right. Hit roll. Right. Wound roll. I'm going to take a photo of this wound chart because I know it, but like sometimes you can forget it, can't you? Especially if you're getting like exciting. It needs to focus. Will you not focus? Right. So, strength. Each time an attack scores a hit against a target unit, make a wound roll. The pistol can be fired in engagement range too. Yeah, you can use it in close combat, yeah. But obviously we're just trying to resolve Overwatch at the moment. So, to wound... Right, let's get our data sheet out. Right, okay. Make a wound roll for that attack, rolling 1d6. See if that attack successfully wins. The result is required. Comparing the attack strength characteristic with the target's toughness, as shown below. Right. So the strength of the weapon is 4, and the toughness of our guy is 5. It's 5, right? So strength is 4, toughness is 5. So if its strength is less than the toughness, which it is, it's a 5+. Oh my god, we got 5. We got 5. Right, okay, whoa. We got 5, guys. Right. Allocate, but we got AP. Right. Allocate attack. If attack is successfully wounds a target, yeah, because we got 5 plus. The player controlling the target unit allocates that attack to one model in the target unit as follows. It's already lost. Has to allocate it. Yeah, we know. It's already lost wounds. Yeah, attack must. Yeah, well, we've only got 2 models. Saving throw. Right, so we're going to do a save. The player controlling the target unit then makes 1 saving throw by default. This will be an armor saving throw using the model's save. Has he got an invulnerable save? He's got a +4 invulnerable save, but he's got a save of 3. Oh no, hang on. No, that's the wrong one. Right, he's got a saving throw of 3. Has he got an invulnerable? No, he hasn't got an invulnerable because it says if he has at the top. Right, this guy's not got an invulnerable save. So he's got a save of 4 plus. Player controller save, make saving using save, but models having vulnerable saves can be used instead. See, right. Make an armor save. To make an armor saving throw, roll 1d6, then modify the result by the AP characteristic of the attack. For example, if the attack has AP of -1, then 1 is subtracted from the saving throw. The result is greater than or equal to the save characteristic of the model's attack resulting to, then the saving throw is successful. Well, we know that. Otherwise, saving throw fails and the model suffers damage. A modified saving throw of 1 always fails. A saving throw can never be improved by more than 1. Right, a saving throw can never be improved by more than +1. So don't forget that. Saving throw, roll 1d6. The result of the modified saving throw of 1 always fails. Saving throw can never be improved by more than 1. Right, okay, let's roll the saving throw. It's a 4 plus, but we're going to -1 because it's AP -1. Oh, he's 1. He's failed, right? But I'm going to use a stratagem, right? He's failed. I'm going to use a stratagem for this particular one, right? Which is the standard stratagems, which is because we got 1 command point at the start of the phase. I'm going to use command reroll, which is 1 command point. In any phase, just after you made a hit roll, wound roll, or damage roll, or a saving. Oh yeah, we need to roll damage. Yeah, sorry. So, hang on, was that a damage? Oh no, it's not a damage roll. No. Allocate attacks, saving throw. An unmodified roll of 6 is a critical wound. Did we get a 6 or not? No, we didn't. Unmodified wound roll of 6 is a critical, is always successful. No, that's not a problem. Right, so we failed our saving throw because we got 1. But I'm going to do command point reroll. Just after you roll the dice to determine the number of attacks made with a weapon or attack, you re-roll that roll, test, or saving throw. Right, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use command point reroll. He's got a 5. Right. Yeah, he's got a 5. Right. This time, because I've done command point reroll. So I've lost my command points. So none of them have command points now. And he's a save of a 4 plus. It's AP -1. So that makes it a 4. So he's saved. He has not lost a wound. Command point reroll. Yeah, first blood. Yeah, definitely got first blood. But we're not going to worry about that just yet. We're not going to worry about that. We're just going to literally fight these guys up. So, okay, he saved against the Overwatch. That was extremely complicated. Right. Right, back to fight. Right, we are in the fight phase now. When a unit when units pile in, you move each unit in that that's not already in base or in base-to-base contact, up to 3 inches. This is a pile-in move. So first of all, we pile in. Right, make melee attacks. When units make melee attacks, before resolving those attacks, you must first determine which more units can fight. Melee weapons will make attacks. Which models can fight? Only models that were in engagement range. It's only 2 models, it doesn't matter. Any model can fight if it's in engagement range. A model can fight if it's in base-to-base contact with another model from its own unit that itself is in base-to-base contact with an enemy unit. A model can fight if it's in base-to-base with other unit, right? So they've like tweaked it a little bit there. Yeah, he's safe. Select weapon. When a model fights, you must do so using a melee weapon it is equipped with. The weapons a model is equipped with are described on its datasheet. If a model has more than one melee weapon, it can use only... if a model has more than one melee weapon, it can only use one of them to make attacks with each time it fights. So you must now declare which it will use before resolving its attack. Right, so you can always only use one melee weapon at a time. Right, so you could only use like a pistol, or you could use your melee weapon. If a selected weapon has more than one profile to choose between, a model can only use one of them to make attacks for each time it fights, so you must declare with each profile it will use before it resolves attacks. When a model fights, it will make a number of melee attacks determined on the attacks characteristic the melee weapon is using. Well, we know that. Each model that can fight does so using one of its melee weapons. Each model makes a number of attacks equal to the attacks characteristic of a selected weapon. So it only has melee. Attack 6. Jeez, it has 6 attacks. Attack 6. My goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm getting all the dice out now. 5, 6. Oh no, our chaplain is not. It's not good. The Emperor does not protect today. He's got 6 attacks. This is gonna be nuts. It's not. There was an intervention. We thought the Emperor was going to save him, but the command point reroll of the Tyranids absolutely destroyed him. And he was so lucky to get a 6. Right. Select targets. Before you resolve any attacks, you must select your enemy target. I'm reading through all the rules so we don't miss something. I know, 6. I'm not joking. I'm not making this up. Where's he gone now? Look at this. Like, that's why he's got no shooting weapons. Melee 6. Attack 6. Right. Yeah, he selected his target, which is pretty obvious. Yeah. No eligible targets. Can I make it? Select targets for attacks before any are resolved. Attacking model must either be within engagement range of an enemy unit to target it. Base-to-base contact. Yeah. Make attacks. Follow the same attack sequence as range attacks, and you make 1 hit roll for each attack being made. If more than one enemy unit is being targeted, resolve all the attacks against one target before moving on to the next. Making attacks with 1 melee weapon against a unit. Those weapons have different profiles than after you've resolved attacks with one of the weapons than any other bugs flying around. You must resolve this for any other unit attacks. Note that All of the attacks you've decided targets are always resolved against target units when you come to resolve attacks. That's fine. And then there's going to be a consolidate at the end. Right, so we're not on consolidate yet. So we'll just flip to the shooting phase again, just to remind us of what to do. So, which is obviously, the classic, 40k that we all know. Hey, that cloud. You're painting your Blood Angels Apothecary while you watch. Oh, super cool. Well, we're playing 10th edition, so I'm reading the entire, Leviathan rulebook, core rules as I go, just in case something's changed. So, apologies if it's a little bit slow. Like I say, apologies if it's a little bit slow, but we will get there, Right. Weapon skill 2+. So it's the weapon skill, right? Oh, 6 shot. It's like 6 attacks on a 2+. This is ludicrous. Right. 1 didn't work. 5 hit on a 2+. Right. Jeez, this is ridiculous. Right. So, yeah, weapon skill 2+. Yeah. Wound roll. Right. The strength is 6. These are insane talons. I'm not joking. The strength is 6. Right. The toughness of our our chaplain is 5. Right. So its strength is greater than the toughness. So on a 3+, they hit. Oh man, that's not good. Right, that's an insane roll. Look, on a 3+, they hit, and all of them have hit. Right, saving throw. Right, now this guy has got an invulnerable save. The chaplain, should I say, has got an invulnerable save of 4+. Right, so let's double check. Right, AP -1. Right. Must choose to use either that model's save characteristic or its invulnerable save, but not both. So I've got a save of 5+. Right. But it's AP -1. So as well as more than one invulnerable save, can only use one of them. Choose which. Yeah, invulnerable saves are never modified by attack's AP, but otherwise follow normal rules. So this is AP -1. So our chaplain's save of 5+. Oh, sorry, he's got a save of 3+. I didn't read that correctly. He's got a save of 3+, which is going to be a 4+. And his invulnerable save is 4+. You know what I mean? So there's no, because it's AP -1, it's going to be the same. So I'm not going to use the invulnerable save. because it's the same. It doesn't matter. I know they've got Oath of Moment, but Oath of Moment's not going to matter, is it? At the start of your command phase. Yeah, but he can't. It's not the start of his command phase yet. Each time a model from your army has the ability to make an attack that targets an enemy unit, you can re-roll hit rolls. And you can re-roll wound rolls. Yeah, it's not his turn yet, but we'll have to remember that when we get to his turn. It's still... I have a limited access for a limited time only. Right. Okay. So, basically, I need a 4+. Right? I need a 4+ to save against all of these. Right, that one's... Oh no, what? Look at that, right? So we've got 2 wounds so far, and we need 4+. Right, because his melee is -1 and my save's 3, so my saves are 4. You know. So he's saved 3, but he's took 2 wounds. Right. Save 3, but he's took 2 wounds. Allocate attacks. Saving throw. Yeah. But like I say, it wasn't his turn. It's not his first turn. The chaplains get Oath of Moment, but it isn't his turn yet, so he can't have said it. Do you know what I mean? Because it's Tyrannid turn first. Inflict damage. Damage is inflicted equal to the damage characteristic. Damage is 2. Damage is 2. So, oh man, this is even worse. So, a model loses 1 wound for each point of damage it suffers. If a model's wounds is reduced, it's right. So, but damage is 2 for these prime talents, right? And it was 2 hits. So we lose 4. We lose 4, guys. Which means he's down to 1 wound. According to my logic. Because the damage 2. Each attack is damage 2. So he's down to 1 wound because it's 4 damage. He suffered 4 because his 2 attacks of 4 damage, you know. Oh my god. That's mental. Right. I'm just reading pistols. You can't use pistols as melee weapons. Right. So, now our chaplain can fight. Consolidate. Resolve all attacks against 1 unit. Resolve all attacks. After units finish making all its melee attacks, it consolidates. Each time a unit consolidates, you move each model in that unit. If not already in base phase contact, it moves. Right, we're not bothered about consolidation yet. Consolidation move. And then that's just talking about data sheets. Players alternate selecting eligible units from their army one at a time, starting with the player whose turn is not placed in place. Oh, we've sort of done this wrong in a way. We've sort of done this wrong. In both steps of the fight phase, players alternate selecting eligible units from their army one at a time, starting with the player whose turn is not taking place and fighting with them. Note that the player cannot pass or opt to not fight when they have one or more eligible units that can fight. They must select one of them to fight. Right, starting with the player whose turn is not taking place. Start with the player whose turn is not taking place. So actually, the chaplain should have gone first, but thankfully, because he's still alive, we haven't messed this up. Our charges fight first, do they? Do they? In both steps, a unit is eligible to fight if both of them made a charge. You see, it doesn't mention that, you know. Ah, it says here charge bonus. Each time a unit makes a charge, move until the end of that turn, that unit has the fight's first ability. You're right. Right. If it does a charge, it fights first. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Right. That's absolutely fine. So we did do it right. We did. Because I thought that I did it right in my head, because I was like, if you charge, then you fight first. That's what I thought. You know. Right, okay. So we're going to use the Crozius Arcanum, if I've said that right. Crozius Arcanum, which is that big stick there. It's got attacks of 5. There's a lot of attacks with these melee weapons. Right. Okay. Yeah. Right. You must select one of them to fight. Alternate selecting eligible units. Yeah. We know how to do it. Right. 5 attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see, this guy would have had re-rolls, but it wasn't his phase, so he couldn't use that stratagem. Yeah. Right, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, weapon skill 2+. So he's going to do pretty well, isn't he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2+. Okay. 2+. So everyone's hit. Right. Strength is 6. And toughness is 5 of this guy. So strength is going back to our thingy. Strength is greater than toughness. So it's a 3+. Okay, we're on a 3+, guys. On a 3+. Right, 2 have failed. To wound. Yeah, that was to hit. Then to wound is 3+. Right. AP -1. Right, and this guy's save is 4+. So we need a 3+ save. Oh, 1 has failed. That wasn't good enough. Oh, don't put them away. 1 has failed. 1 isn't good enough. Right. So we've got 2 wounds. Sorry, yeah, 2 wounds, yeah, because it was a save, yeah. It's 3+, right. That's right, isn't it? So, yeah. No, what dice did I have? What dice did I add? Is there on that back then? Oh, look at what dice I had. Right, I had as 4. 2 failed. Right, that's not that roll. I'm just double checking because it's the other way. It has to be higher, you know. So he's got a save of 4, but it goes to 5, doesn't it? Oh, he got a 6, yeah. So he got saved. Yeah. Yeah, so 2 wounds, yeah. Right, that's fine. It's just late, you know what I mean? Right, so he's failed 2. So he's going to get 4 wounds. So 6 minus 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 2 wounds left. Two wounds left. Right, that's alright. That's alright. Okay. Right. So, inflict damage. Then we're going to be using pistol in a minute. We're getting there. I was just worried that I messed up that save, but it wasn't. It wasn't. It was fine because he got a 6. The number of models that unit contains. Below half strength. The number of models a unit contains when it's added to your army is known as its starting strength. The number of models. Below half strength. Some rules will refer to a unit being below half strength. A unit has a starting strength of 1, then it is said to be below half strength, while its remaining number of wounds is less than half its wound characteristic. For any other unit, while the number of models in that unit is less than half of its starting strength, that unit is said to be below half strength. Does he take a battle shot test? Its controlling player cannot use stratagems. The number of models in your unit when it's added to your army is known as starting strength. He's got a leader ability. Some rules will refer to a unit being below half strength. If a unit has a starting strength of 1, it is said to be below half strength, while its remaining number of wounds is less than half of its wound characteristic. Like, according to that, like, it should take, that our chaplain should take a leadership test, but I don't think he does. When does a character take a morale test? Characters don't have to take a morale test because tests are due to casualties or models dying. Because characters are alone, there is no one to roll a morale test. Right, so we're not taking morale tests. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Phone's doing weird shit. Alright, that's fine. Okay. Command phase. Right. Before doing anything, both players gain 1 command point. So we've both now got 1 command point. Perfect. He's on 1 wound. He's on 2 wounds, but they both have like hits of like 1 wound, so like 2 wound attacks. So that's damage, like, you know, that's fine. Right, now it's this guy's turn. It's half 1, yeah. I commend you for using this much brain power. Yeah, I know. So like, because he's on his own, he doesn't have to take a leadership test. I didn't know if the lost wounds, that like if they were half wounds, then they'd have to take a leadership test. You know what I'm saying? But I did, like, I mean, I'm overthinking it in a way, and it's like it's half 1 in the morning, so I'm overthinking this too much. Because let's just get this resolved now. Right, oath of moment. If your army is at start of your command phase, select 1 unit from your opponent's army, that one, until the start of your next command phase. Each time a model from that army has this ability. Oh yeah, 1 unit, that's mine. If your factions are stepped as to start of your command phase, select 1 unit from your opponent's army, until the start of next command phase. Each time a model from your army with this ability makes an attack that targets that enemy unit, you can re-roll the hit roll, and you can re-roll the wound roll. So you can re-roll hit and wound. Right. So we can re-roll hit and move. We can't move. And he's proper cornered. He's at the corner of the battlefield. So, like, he basically can't escape. So that's fine. We've got no reinforcements or crap like that. No transports. So we can shoot with our pistol. Okay, he's got a pistol. It's got 1 attack. So we can have 1 attack. Right. Okay. Ballistic skill is 3+. So it's hit. Strength is 5. He's going to shoot with his pistol because we can use our pistol. He can shoot with his pistol. So that works. Right. Strength is 5. Toughness is 5. It's equal. Strength is equal the toughness because of that pistol, because it's an absolver pistol. It's a very strong pistol. So he can, and like I say, we're using the pistol profile. Pistol. Yes. So, okay, we're rolling to wound, aren't we? 4+. We are rolling to wound, aren't we? 4 plus. 4 plus. We got a 4. It's wounded. It's AP minus 1. Save throw of a 4. So he needs a 5 plus. Right, AP minus 1. So it's saving for a 4. So he needs a 5 plus. He's failed. So the Tyrannid from his pistol has taken 2 damage. So he's 2 wounds. Right, guys? He's 2 wounds. And he's taken 2 damage. So our dude has killed him. Our dude has killed him. Our chaplain has killed the Tyrannid. Chaplain has killed the Tyrannid. It's over. Red Rover. Chaplain has killed the Tyrannid. Right, hang on. Right, so he's dead. He's dead. Right, he's dead. We put that on the marker. He's dead. Right, we've got a marker that says he's dead. Right, skull, he's dead. But he's got an ability. Death Blow. If this model is destroyed by a melee attack, if it is not fought in this phase, it hasn't, roll 1d6. On a 4 plus, do not remove it from play. The destroyed model can fight after the attacking model's unit has finished making its attack. And then it's removed from play. So he can fight with Death Blow. Right? So this is a bit mental. Because he's... Yeah, no, wait. He's actually dead. But he can do a death blow. So, is he going to kill our chaplain before? Because look, he can do death blow. So if he kills the chaplain before he's removed, technically he's won. Because he can do death blow. So the destroyed model, right? If this model is destroyed by a melee attack, it is no, it doesn't work, because death blow is if this model is destroyed by a melee attack, it is not. If it is not fought in this phase, roll 1d6, right? But we were in the shooting phase. So no, he can't do it because he was in the shooting phase. It wasn't a melee attack. It was in the shooting phase. It can't do it. It can't do death blow. Because that was in the shooting phase, not the melee phase. Now, if I used pistol as a melee attack, then that would have been fine. But no, so he shot him with a ranged attack in the shooting phase. So he can't use death blow. I would say he can't use death blow. I would say that he can't use death blow. That's what I'd say. What do you think? Because it's the shooting phase. It's the shooting phase. So that means he's killed him. Pistols can be wielded even at point blank range. That unit is eligible to shoot in its controlling player's shooting phase, even while it is within engagement range. One or more units. Yeah, because it's the shooting phase. It's pistol, it's the shooting phase. Yeah, it entirely depends on a melee weapon, yeah. Yeah, so, because it was a pistol, the rules for Death Blow says if this was destroyed by a melee attack, and they're melee weapons, if it was destroyed by a melee, so it can't use Death Blow, so that's fine. So he's dead. For the Emperor, correct, for the Emperor. So, Space Marines win. He's got one wound. He's got one wound. And he's shot with his pistol there. And he's taken out the dude. He's taken out the dude. Right, which is amazing. He's actually taken out the dude. So, we've had a successful game. And he's won. We've had a successful game and he's won. He's defeated the Tyrannid. That was the best game I've ever played. I think, that's the first time I've ever played 40k and actually got to the end of the game. Because normally I play with more stuff. No, sorry, I've played other stuff and got to the end of the game. Sorry, I tell a lie. But this is the first time I've properly gone through the rulebook and proper analysed every rule, I think. And gone through everything. Right, that's perfect. He's won. This guy's won. This guy has won against the Tyrannid. It was his pistol that saved him. He was literally saved by his pistol, which is where is the pistol on this model? I saw the pistol before. He's got a pistol holder. Oh yeah, it's tucked right into there, that corner. You can't actually see it properly because it's basically in behind his bum. I remember when I was assembling it, his pistol holder's right down there, hidden. But yeah, he has, what I mean. He has pistol. It's right. So he flips his hand around, pulls out his pistol, and shoots the Tyrannid in the face, right in the chops, and it kills him. Space Marines have won. Space Marines have won, guys. So I'm going to go and report this now. So we have done the Battle of Leviathan. That's amazing. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I did that. That was an awesome game. That was such an awesome game. And I've got the proper rules in my head. Oh, thank you, That Cloud. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And did you enjoy that as well, Jew? I think Jew might have left. But That Cloud, you're still here, That Cloud. That's amazing. So, I wish I should have painted these, but hey ho. We were up against the time limit. So, I'm going to go on to this code now. I don't want to show it, obviously. Warhammer 40,000.com/battle for of the battle for Oghram. I'm just gonna like basically you know, right, battle for Oghram, decide the fate of the world. We can watch the video, seeing that. Phase 1, Planet 4. Who won your game? It was Space Marines. It was the chaplain, because he pulled out his pistol. He won. So I've got to enter my code. And it was Space Marines. It was Space Marines. He wasn't in the box, but I used him because he was 80 points. Space Marines. Yay, we've got your result. Enter your email address below for a chance to win. And it's messed up though, what they've done there, because it's like it's hidden like the way I can press the button. Like that was a bit messed up. Like they've got a line across it and you couldn't see your proper email, but you successfully registered your email address. And good luck. Thank you for registering your victory. And you can't enter the code twice. That was my code. So I registered the results of the battle for Oghram, or whatever they called it. What is it? Like, actually, what did Games Workshop actually call it? What did they say?
Will you save it? The entire world is at stake. Will you save it?
I can shoot it.
About 40,000 history. Play a game with your Leviathan box set. Report your result online and help decide the fate of a pivotal planet. The winning side will have their new miniatures revealed early. Plus, you'll have a chance of winning every new Space Marine or Tyranid miniature for the rest of the year. The battle for Oghram is beginning.
Oghram.
It's fate.
Listen to what he says. It's the battle for Oghram.
The battle for Oghram is beginning.
Oghram.
Its fate is in your hands.
The battle for Oghram. It's the battle for Oghram. Can't wait for the new Tyranid models to come out. They're due for an update. What faction? Alpha Legion. Like, I want to paint my Marines Alpha Legion. Because, like, just to mix things up a bit. But obviously there's, like, you know what I mean? You know, that's the trouble with thingy. Right. I'm just checking my emails then. Yeah. So yeah, they don't have any. It's Alpha Legion because what I want is I want a Chaos Space Marine army that are, um, you know, I want a Chaos Space Marine army that are Alpha Legion, and I want a Loyalist army that are Alpha Legion, and then like you can just play everything. You know what I mean? I've got other 40k vids. I do have 40k vids. There's a 40k playlist on my channel page. So I've got a few 40k vids. Like a lot of my stuff is variety, but there's a few 40k stuff. I've got like my Warhammer collection and all sorts there is. So like you should check out my channel. Like just do a channel search like for 40k, you know, and you'll find my videos. So with that game in hand, I'm going to actually call it a night now because it's almost 2 in the morning, but we managed to register our results before the end. I love this battle though. Like, I love the idea that this is all the bio soup around and the Tyranids have almost won. But our chaplain with his Absolver bolt pistol for the Emperor's might. Yeah. Yeah. For the Emperor's might, shot and killed this Tyranid Prime with his bolt pistol just as he had 1 wound left. Like he was literally mortally wounded but was just clinging on. And like, you know, he could survive just about. And he shot this guy and killed him. Like, what a battle. That was such a battle. I really enjoyed it, you know. Yeah. Oh, what a battle. That was an amazing battle. No, it was absolutely an amazing battle, that. I really enjoyed it. Like, that was actually really enjoyable because it was like so close. You know, it made it so close. It made it such a close battle that, you know, the battle for Oghram. This guy won that one battle. I mean, I don't know how it's going for the rest. He didn't come in the box set, but as I say, this model is 80 points. That model is 80 points. I didn't have time to make the whole box set. So, you know, I'm not making the whole frigging box, you know, like, and then having a battle. Like, they didn't give me enough time. Yeah, thank you, that a cloud. You know, please subscribe. I'm sure you are subscribed. And yeah, lots more 40k content and Age of Sigmar content. I've got a little bit of Age of Sigmar. Lots more content coming very, very soon, guys. Lots more content coming soon. I've got some great stuff. He does need a purity seal. I've got like some extra purity seals, so he's got loads of purity seals there. And there. But like, I'm really tempted to add an extra purity seal. Like, I think I'm going to do that before I paint him. I'm going to get a purity seal out of like my bits box and stick a purity seal on him. You know, cause, like, give that man a purity seal. You know, give that man a purity seal. I've got them in the other bits box, so I'll go in the other bits box and I'll add a purity seal to him. To like say, you know, what he's done. Like, he's earned his purity seal for winning the battle for Oghram. So I'll definitely do that. I will stick an extra purity seal on his back. You know, he's going to get an extra purity seal. We could stick it on the back because he's got a skull there on the back. So we could put like an extra purity seal there, or we could even have it on the front of the bike. Definitely. He's getting that's a brilliant idea. Thank you, Dada Cloud. Like, to give him an extra purity seal. Like, I wonder if I can like grab one now. So I might be able to grab one now. Give me a second. I couldn't find one in my what's it bit, but have I got one here? Oh, I've got one. I've got a purity seal. I've actually got a purity seal. Hang on, we can give him a purity seal. Give me a second. I've literally got one here. So, like, hang on. Let me just move that out of the way. For a minute. I'm paranoid about getting glue on my gaming board. Hang on. I forgot I had I saw a purity seal somewhere. Right, we can give this guy a purity seal. Right, where are we going to stick it? It's a pretty big purity seal. Like, is it going to go on the back of his bike? Or I think it should go on the front of his bike. I think it should go on the front. Oops. Like there or something. Like should it go at the front, or should we stick it at the front, or should we stick it whenever one survives with a purity seal to him? Yeah, but this guy, like, he was the fight for Oghram, wasn't he? So it was even more important. I need like my tweezers to attach this because he's so fiddly. Tweezers are like glued together. What's going on with them? Right, where's his purity seal gonna go? Is it gonna go there? Is it gonna go there on the front, like flapping? I think it should go near the front, flapping. Because there it looks like weird over that like thingy bit, but there would look really good. And like, because his bike's like tilted, it would look really good like that. So that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, it's definitely one for the front, that one. This guy is definitely getting a purity seal. Like on the front, right at the front there. There we go. He's got his purity seal. And it's like flapping in the wind. That looks so cool. But so he will forever get a purity seal for this battle. He will forever have this purity seal for the Battle of Oghram. Because he stood his ground. I think they're losing. Space Marines were losing last time they posted the results. You know, Space Marines were losing against Tyranids, so maybe he's like the lone survivor to come back in the future. We're not sure. But like, I'm so glad I didn't paint him now, because I got to put this purity seal on. You know, like I can put it on after he's painted, of course, but he definitely deserves one, and he deserves one for the front. And there it is, like flapping in the wind. His little purity seal. That's so cool. And I like the placement of it. It's a good placement. Like, definitely needed it. He definitely deserved that. He earned his purity seal. I was saving it for the captain, the smash captain that I was doing. But we can add purity seals again in the future, can't we? That was definitely, like, awesome. Awesome battle. Right. And on that note, I think I'm actually genuinely going to go to bed now. So thank you guys ever so much. That was totally, totally awesome. I love you all. I haven't even got a name for my chaplain on the bike yet. We're gonna have to come up with a name for him another night because my brain's gone. I know, what a cool model to win that battle against, like, and this guy's a beast. He's like a scary beast. Those talons were like hitting with so many attacks, and he's got like sharp bits up here and everything. Everything's sharp. He's got like pointy claws on all that. You know, and he can fly. And he flies. But he was destroyed by our like absolutely epic chaplain, which was so cool. Absolutely epic. And he's earned his purity seal. He earned his purity seal today. Definitely. Good night. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you in the up and coming videos. Good night, everyone. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe and check out the videos here and here, like up there. That's so cool. Thank you ever so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.